Hello, good evening to everyone. It's time to study English again, right? Today it will be a very interesting one because we will study how to make make questions in different situations, to invite someone to go somewhere, to offer help to someone and stuff like that, okay? So making questions is very important to communication, right? Regardless of the language you are considering. So let's get going. Let's start. Okay, so let's see here. First of all, you can use many verbs that we have already studied, such as can and could. Remember, can and could can be used to make requests, right? For example, can you open the window? Could you help me, please? Can you tell me where the mall is? Right, so some examples in which you ask someone for information. For example, you go somewhere, you go to a place you don't know, and you ask someone, could you tell me or can you tell me where the mall is? Do you know where the airport is? So you can use the verb can to make requests, okay? So requests, you can use verbs can or could. Can you do me a favor? Right? So it's interchangeable. You can use can or could. In general, you ask people to do things, right? You are asking people to do things or to give information. To do things or to give information on something you need, right? Whether you go to a place or whether you are with some friends, you are at home and ask somebody to do you a favor, okay? All right, there is an expression that is, do you think you could? This expression, if you use do you think you could something, is it possible to use can? No, it's not possible, right? This expression is only possible with could. For example, do you think you could take care of the children for me? Take care of the children. Right? Imagine that I'm a father. I have 2 children. And I ask my mother to take care of the children while I am away. While I'm away, right? So I'm going to the supermarket, or I will be working at this time. Could you take care? Do you think you could take care of the children for me? If I make the question just using can, for example, can you take care of the children? Can you take care of the children? It's possible to use can. However, when you use do you think you something, it's not possible to use can. So you only use could. All right? So I hope everything is taken care of. Well, asking people to do things is very common all the time. I ask people to do things all the time. You can use also the verb will or the verb would. Instead of, for example, you say, can you do me a favor? Remember this expression, can you do me a favor? It's possible to use will you do me a favor? Would you do me a favor? It's possible to replace the verb can or could in such context to make questions. However, it's more common, it's more usual to find the expressions can or could when you ask people to do something, right? When you ask people to do something, you use can or could. Just remember that it's possible to use would. Would you speak louder, please? I can't hear you. Would you speak louder? I can't hear you. Okay? All right. So the first part, it's when you ask people to do something. Can you do me a favor? Could you take care of this? Can you buy this? Could you buy that? Right? So you use can or could. And then we have when you ask things, you ask for things. For example, you want, can I have can I have a coffee, please? Can I have a coffee, please? Right? Can I have coffee, please? Right? It's better because it's uncountable, right? Okay, it's possible to use when you go to a shop and you want to buy something. You ask, can I have this TV set? And the shop clerk tells you what the price is. You pay, of course, because nothing is for free except this course. This course is for free. I'm not charging anyone. I'm studying as well, so that's the reason I don't charge, and there's no point in charging as I'm not an English teacher anymore. I have never been an English teacher at least for a longer time, so I'm just studying like you and helping people study. So you can say, can I have this TV set? It's possible. While you are at the table having lunch, for example, could you pass me the pepper? Could you pass me the pepper or the shaker, right? Could you pass me the pepper? Could you pass me the shaker? So you are asking something. It's also possible to use the verb may. May I help you? It's very common, right? When you go to a place, to a store, to a service, to a place that delivers services, and somebody approaches you and asks you this question, may I help you, sir? It's possible to use the verb may. May I, right? Okay. When you want to ask to do something, you want permission to do something, you can use many verbs such as could, you can use may, you can use can, right? Imagine that you call the company to clarify you about a problem that you have a complaint, and the company didn't solve the problem. and you want to talk to the manager, right? So you say, can I speak to the manager, please? Can I speak to the manager? You go to a place, to somebody's home, and you want to use the toilet. Could I use your bathroom, please? Could I go to the bathroom, to the toilet? Could I go to the bathroom? Could is very polite, okay? You can use may, could. Can is also possible, but be aware that the level of formality changes depending on the verb you use. When you want to be more polite, you can use may, could. They are more polite than can, but can is more straightforward, but you can use either of these verbs. The person will understand, okay? Do you think you could... do you think I could borrow your book? I forgot my book, or I want to read a book of yours. I'm an avid book reader, and I want to read a book you have, and I ask, do you think I could borrow your book? Okay, borrow, it's when you ask for something. Lend is the person who has the book. The person who answers this question says, yes, of course, I can lend, or I could lend it to you. Lend is different than borrow, okay? Borrow is from the person who is asking for something. And lend, it refers to the owner. The owner lends the book to you, right? And remember, when you use do you think I could, it's only possible to use could. It's not possible to use can, as we have already seen it before, right? Okay. So I guess we have it covered. Next video, we will continue studying more of these, right? May the great I watch over you. Bye-bye.